I am very happy to welcome you all. I am S. Ramesh, Assistant Professor of CSE Department, Erode Sangoon Engineering College, Tirupati. Today we are going to see the Python exception. Okay, what is exception? Exception means runtime errors. Okay, see, whenever an exception occurs, the program stops the execution. Okay, whenever error is occurred, then the program stops the execution at that point. Okay, the further program will not be executed. Okay, so we need to handle that error, that is called the exception handling. We need to handle, okay, that error. Here common exceptions. Here see, zero division error. That means when a number is divided by 0, that is the zero division error. Next, name error means uh, when a name is not found, okay, then it shows the name error. Next, indentation error means if incorrect indentation is given, then it shows the indentation error. Next, IO error. IO error means input output operation fails. Next, end of file error. Okay, if we reach the end of the file, even though the program operations are being performed. Okay, next we are going to see the problem without handling exceptions. Okay, see, we will see the example program to exception. Here see, a equal to integer of input of enter a, b equal to integer of input of enter b. Okay, print a by b. Next, print hi, I am other part of the program. Okay, I am going to run this program. See, it is asking enter a value. I am giving 100. Enter b value. Okay, suppose I am giving 5. See what will happen? C equal to 100 by 5. What is the value of C? C is 20. So A by B equal to C, that is 20. Next, hi, I am other part of the program. It is displayed in the output screen. Okay, suppose I am run the same program again. This time I am giving A value 100, B value 0. Okay, see what will happen? It shows the zero division error. Okay, it shows the zero division error. See, 100 divided by 0. Okay, so there is an exception, that is the error. Okay, so error is occurred. So in this line, c equal to a by b, in this line error is occurred, so the following program will not executed. Print statement will not executed. Next, the another print statement also will not be executed. Okay, so in order to handle that exception means the remaining programs can be executed. Okay, see exception handling in Python. Okay, yes, can understand why we are going to handle the exception. Suppose is there any error in our program means the further lines of the program will not be executed. Okay, so this is not recommended for the projects. Okay, so to solve this problem we need to handle the exception. Okay, that is our next topic. Okay, exception handling in Python. How do we handle the exception means, here see the syntax, try, run this code, next except, run this code. Okay, here if there is any suspicious, if there is any suspicious code, okay, then we need to put that code in the try block. Okay, we need to put that code in the try block. Okay, if there is any doubtful code, okay, it is work or not, is there any doubt means we need to put that code in the try block. Okay, if there is any error means, okay, that error will be displayed in the except program. Okay, that error will be thrown in the except statement. Okay, so next let's see the example syntax. Try block of the code. If is there any doubtful code means we need to put that doubtful code in the try block. If there is any mistake occurred means next except block will execute. Okay, so except exception 1, except exception 2. Okay, like that. Let's see the same program with the try and except block. See, in this program, what I did, what happened? Okay, b value I gave as 0, so it shows the error message. So the remaining program won't be executed. Okay, so for that I am going to give try except try. Okay, suppose I am run the program. Okay, see, enter a value, I am giving 45. Enter b value, I am giving 0. What will happen? C equal to 45 divided by 0. See, it is divided by 0 means it shows the error message. So I put that block in the try block. I put this code in the try block. So if there is any error occurred means except statement will be executed. Okay, so what will happen? See, except statement is executed, so it is printing cannot divide with 0. See, cannot divide with 0 is displaying, and further program also, hi, I am other part of the program, that is also displayed in the output screen. Okay, can you understand? See, here there is a mistake. Okay, error is occurred in this line, but it directly goes to the except statement. Okay, so we handled the exception. Next, we are going to, we can use the else statement also. Okay, we can use the else statement also. If there is any error occurred means except statement will execute. Suppose is there any error, there is no error means else statement will execute. Okay, see, in the try block we are putting some program. Okay, if there is any error occurred in the try block means except statement will execute, otherwise else statement will execute. Okay, let's see the one example program. Here, see, in the same program I put in the try block. Next except statement also there. Next else statement also there. Okay, see, first I am going to run the program without any mistake. Okay, see, enter a value, I am giving 45. Enter b value, I am giving 5. So what is c value? C is 9. So a by b equal to percentage c, that is 9. Next, there is no error in the program. So what will happen? It directly goes to the else part. Okay, hi, I am else block, that will be displayed in the output screen. Okay, except block is not executed. Suppose I am going to run the same program. Enter a value 45, enter b value 0. See what will happen? C equal to infinity, so it shows the, it throws an exception. Okay, see, except block is executed. See, in this line C equal to a by b, here what will happen? Error is occurred, so except block is executed. So in this block cannot divide by 0, that is displayed in the output screen. Yes. Next, print exception. I am going to print the exception. What is the exception? Class exception, that is also displayed. Okay. See, next, the except statement with no exception. Okay. Without the exception also we can use. So here see, try block in the same program except cannot divide by 0, else I am else block. Here I am not using the exception. Okay. See, can I do see the difference? The last program and this program. Okay. In the last program we are using except exception. Okay, except exception keyword. But here in this program we are not using the exception, only except. Okay, so I am running the same program. Enter A value 45, B value 5. So it shows the error, and without error it is displaying. Okay, suppose I am running the same program with a mistake, means enter A value 50, B value 0. See, cannot divide by 0, except block is executed, so cannot divide by 0 is displaying. Okay, next, except statement using with the exception variable. Okay, we can use the exception variable also. Okay, using as keyword, using as keyword. For example, here in the same program I am using exception as e. As e means using exception as a variable. Okay, so here I am using print of e. Okay, so I am running the program. Here a value 100, b value 0. What is happened? Exception is occurred, so it comes into the except statement. Cannot divide by 0 is displaying. Next, print e, that is division by 0. What is the exception? Division by 0, that is also displaying. Next, okay, what are the points to remember? Here Python provides us to not specify the exception with the except statement. We no need to specify the exception. Next, we can declare the multiple exceptions. Next, we can also specify the else block also. Okay, next let's see one example. Here see the program. Try file pointer open file.txt. Okay, here file new. Okay, file new.txt, comma read mode. I am opened the file as a read mode. Okay, here except IO error. Okay, file not found. If there is no file means it is showing. Okay, see, I am going to run the program. File not found. Okay, see, file new.txt, there is no file. File new.txt. Okay, if there is a file means it will open, but I have not yet created file new.txt, so it shows the error message. Suppose I am going to create a new file. Okay, see, hi, I am going to save this as a file new.txt. Save as type all files. Save. Okay, I saved the file. So file new.txt, I created one file. Next, I am going to open that file. I am going to open file new.txt in read mode. What will happen? it is open, successfully open. So try block, there is no error. There is no error means else block will executed. Here else block, the file opened successfully. I am going to close the file. See, I am going to run the program. Here see, the file opened successfully. Okay, because there is no error. File new.txt, I created the file. Next, declaring multiple exceptions. Okay, see, we can use the multiple exceptions using the except statement. See the syntax, try block. Next, except. Here exception 1, 2, 3, exception n. Next, else. In the else block, except, else. Okay, see, let's see one example. Okay, here a equal to 10 divided by 0. 10 by 0. 10 by 0 means there is error in the try block. There is error means except block will be executed. In the except block, arithmetic error, IO error. Okay, see arithmetic error. So it is going to print arithmetic exception. See, so I am passing more than one exception. Arithmetic error, IO error. I am passing two exceptions. Okay. Next, the try finally block. Okay, the finally block is executed guaranteedly. Okay, if there is any exception or not, that is not a problem, but the finally block is executed guaranteedly. Okay, see the syntax, try, run the program, except, if there is any error means except block is executed. Next, else block, there is no error means else block will executed. Next, finally always run the program, always executed. Okay, let's see the example. Here try file pointer, file2.txt, read mode. Okay, I am going to check whether file2.txt is there. There is no file2.txt. File3.txt is existing. Okay, so I am using file3.txt. File3.txt. I am going to open the file3.txt in read mode. Next, inside the try block, another try block. File pointer dot write of hi, I am good. See, I am open the file in the read mode, but now I am trying to write the some content in the file. What will happen? Ultimately, it shows the error message. Okay, so next, finally block compulsorily execute. Okay, so file pointer dot close function. Okay, close. Next, it shows the exception. See, I am going to run the program. See, file closed. See, finally block is executed successfully. Next, except statement is executed because inside the try block, see, the file3.txt I open in read mode, but I try to write some content. So it shows the exception. Suppose I am open the file in the write mode. Okay, next I am going to write the some content means it will not show the error. Okay, see, file closed, that's all, file closed. Okay, it is not showing the error message. It is not showing the error message because I opened the file in write mode. After that, I am going to write some content in the file. Okay, so next I am going to open the file 3.txt. What is there in file 3.txt? Already existing content is deleted. Next, what will be display? Hi, I am good. See, because I am open the file in the write mode. If some content is existing means it is deleted. Okay, it is deleted, and then the new content is writing. I'm going to write the new content. The new content is the hi, I am good. Okay. Next, raising exception. Okay, an exception can be raised forcefully by using the raise clause. Okay, by using the raise clause. Here, suppose we need to raise an exception to stop the execution of the program. Okay, for example, there is a program that requires 2 GB memory for execution, and if the program tries to occupy 2 GB of memory, then we can raise an exception to stop the execution of the program. Okay, see the syntax: raise exception class value. Next points to remember. Okay, here we are going to use the as keyword for the exception variable. Next, let's see one example. Try okay. See, age equal to enter the age. If age is less than 18 means raise value error. Okay, what is value error? See, that is the exception value error. If value error is occurred means print statement is executing. Print statement, the age is not valid. Okay, that is the output. Suppose age is less than 18 means. For example, I am going to run the program. See, enter the age. I am giving 50. I am giving 50 means, see, if 50 less than 18, false. Condition false. Condition false means else block will execute. Here the age is valid. See the output screen. Age is valid. That is displaying. Suppose I am running the program. Okay, this time I am giving age is 15. What will happen? Age, that is 15, is less than 18. Yes, condition true. Condition true means enter into the if block, raise value error. See, what is value error? The age is not valid. Okay, see, check the output. The age is not valid is displaying. Can you understand? Okay. Next, another program for the similar type. Okay. See here, try number, enter a positive number. Okay, suppose I am giving positive number means, okay, suppose I am going to run the program. Here, enter the positive number. I am giving 5. So num value is 5. 5 is less than or equal to 0. Condition false. Condition false means, okay, it will not execute anything. It will not execute anything. Here, see, enter. Okay. Otherwise, I am giving print the end. Print the end. Okay. See what will print? Enter a positive number. I am giving 4. See the end is displaying. Suppose I am running the same program. Enter a positive number. Suppose I am giving -7. What will happen? Num value is -7. -7 less than or equal to 0. Yes, condition true. Condition true means if block will execute. If block raise value error. Raise value error. What is value error? Here accept value error as E. What is E? Okay. See what is value error? Here this is a negative number. This is a negative number that is displaying. Then the end is displaying. Yes. Can you understand? Okay. Next, another example. Here see a value, b value. If b is 0 means raise arithmetic error. What is arithmetic error? We directly comes here. The value of b cannot be 0. Okay, see, I'm going to run the program. Enter a value 4. Enter b value 2. See, if 2 is 0, wrong. Condition false. False means else block will executed. A divided by b equal to 4 by 2. What is 4 by 2? 2. See, that is the answer. See, 2.0 is the answer. Suppose I am running the program. Here a value 5, b value 0. Here see, if 0 is b value is 0, 0 is 0, yes, condition true. Then raise arithmetic error. What is arithmetic error? The value of b cannot be 0. See the output. Next, custom exception or user defined exception. Okay, so far we have seen the inbuilt exceptions. Okay, in Python. Next, we can create our own exceptions. Okay, we may need to create our own exception that serve your purpose. Okay, let's see. Creating the custom exception. Okay, it is done by the creating a new class. Okay, this exception class has to be derived either directly or indirectly from the built-in exception class. Okay, for example, here see class error. This is the base class. Class error is the base class. Next, value too small class, too small error. That class is the subclass for the error. This is the subclass. Next, value too large error class is also subclass for the error class. Okay. Next, number equal to 10. Okay. See, in this program, we are going to guess the number. Okay. The number is 10. We are going to guess that number 10. Suppose if I am giving a number is less than 10 means it shows value is too small. Okay, in the output screen. Suppose I am giving more than 10 means it shows that value is too large. And try again. Okay, see, we are enter into the while true. While true means the condition is always true. The while block, we are enter into the while block. Here try. I input equal to enter a number. Okay, I am going to run the program. Enter a number. I am giving 30. Okay, enter a number that is 30. So I underscore num, that is the 30. If I underscore num 30 less than number is 10. Okay, I number is 30. So 30 is less than 10. Condition false. Condition false means next elif statement here. 30 greater than 10. Yes, condition true. Condition true means raise value too large error. Value too large error. So I am going to value too large error. See, so it shows that this value is too large. Try again. And the next one empty line. See the output. Value too large. Try again. Again it going to the. Again we are going to while loop. Again we are going to while loop. This time I am asking enter a number. Enter a number. Here see, I am going to run the program. Enter a number. First time I gave 30. So 30 is greater than 10. So it is displaying this value is too large. Try again. Next time I am giving 7. See, this value is too small, try again. Because here I num is 7. 7 is less than 10, condition true. So it raised the value too small error. What is value too small error? See, value too small error. Here this value is too small, try again. Next print line, that is one more empty space will come. Again it goes to while loop. Again it goes to while loop. Again it is asking enter a number. Okay, see this time I am giving 10. 10 means what will happen? Here 10 is less than 10, condition false. If 10 is greater than 10, again condition false. So it going to break the while loop. Okay, so break the while loop means it come outside the while loop. Come outside the while loop. So outside the while loop, what is there? See, outside the while loop, what is there? One print statement. Congratulations, you guessed it correctly. That is displaying in the output screen. Yes, yes, students can understand this program. Okay, this program checks it runs until we give the value is 10. Okay, then only it will stop execution. Okay, that's all. Okay, we have successfully completed the exception topic also. Okay, okay, thank you all.